Hello, Dr. Adamson and fellow classmates. My name is Michael Colangelo, and this is my final career presentation. For my career choice, I will discuss environmental sciences. Environmental science is a holistic and multidisciplinary field that integrates the biological, physical, and earth sciences. Its goal is to understand how Earth works and how it supports life. It also aims to identify, control, and prevent disruption to its systems and species caused by human activity. Environmental sciences study the effects of humans, industry, production, and other sources of pollution on nature and the environment. Environmental sciences promote advocacy work, trying to curb as much environmental damage to nature, wildlife, and people as possible. Environmental sciences are always seeking to find new ways to conserve and to improve the ways humans use energy and natural resources. Careers in environmental sciences are influential forces in politics and law. Environmental scientists are problem solvers. They research environmental and health problems to determine their causes and come up with solutions. I chose this field of study and work in because as climate change becomes an inescapable global reality, the field of environmental sciences is more important than ever before if we as a human race want to preserve the Earth and leave a lasting legacy for future generations. While there are a multitude of different areas of focus when talking about environmental sciences, I have decided to study fish and wildlife management. Wildlife management is the science and art of managing the wildlife, both animals and fish, with which we share our planet. Maintaining the proper balance and the dynamics that go with it requires humankind's attention. We use the stewardship tool to help minimize or eradicate the possibility of extinction of any given species. We want our descendants to have the opportunity to experience the same animal diversity that we now enjoy. Some of the other options for an environmental scientist to focus their studies on are environmental engineering, environmental law, policies and enforcement, biology, geology, and oceanography. According to the United States Department of Labor, the field of environmental sciences is expected to gain a 15% increase over the next 5 years. This is due partly to the drastic problems of climate change in today's society. With an ever-increasing demand for scientists to guide public efforts to conserve our planet, decrease the amount of harm and pollution to our Earth, and live less environmentally harmful lives. The average salary for an environmental scientist is roughly $70,000 per year. Federal government workers are on the higher end of the pay scale, with state government workers being on the lower end of that spectrum. Other services such as consulting and local governments seem to find themselves falling somewhere in the general average of the median pay scale. Environmental scientists and specialists work in both offices and laboratories. Some may spend time in the field gathering data and monitoring environmental conditions firsthand. Most environmental scientists and specialists work full-time. With a career in fish and wildlife management, one can expect to spend time doing the following activities: patrolling assigned areas by car, boat, airplane, horse, or on foot to enforce game, fish, or boating laws, or to manage wildlife programs, lakes, or land. One could also expect to compile and present evidence for court actions, investigate hunting accidents or reports of fish or game law violations, protect and preserve native wildlife, plants, or ecosystems, as well as issue warnings or citations and file reports as necessary. I have ultimately decided to go the route of fish and wildlife management for several reasons. I would like to have a job that will keep me outdoors and in an environment that I feel comfortable in. I believe that it is our responsibility to preserve this planet and the animals that inhabit it. finding ways to coexist without causing harm or extinction to those animals. Here you will find the sources that I use to compile my presentation. I'd like to thank you all for viewing my presentation, and I sincerely hope that you have learned at least a little bit about environmental sciences, or at least enough to spark your interest in the efforts to save our planet. I would just like to say thank you again, and good luck to all the students in all their future endeavors.